Hi everyone, this is Patrick Gardetsky at signalwizardsystems.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you how to open impulse response files and download them to the vSound hardware. The first thing that I'm going to do is to open an impulse response file using the Open File button that you can see towards the top of the program, and I'm going to select a Stradivarius impulse response. So I scroll down, find the one I want and click open. As you can see, the impulse response is now shown in the top plot of the vSound software, and in the lower plot we have the frequency response. vSound has 10 areas where you can load the files, and the area that you select is shown by the drop down box, which I'm just accessing now. I'm going to stay with the load area 1, but before I do that, I'm going to show you a number of the other controls on the system interface. The grid checkbox turns on and off the grid for the impulse response and the frequency response plots. Using the left mouse button, if you drag it from top left to lower right with a rectangle positioned over the impulse response or the frequency response, you can zoom. You can also pan using the right mouse button, and if you wish to restore the plot, just drag from lower right to upper left. In the loudness area we have 3 buttons. The first one, which is the default button called Normalize, automatically scales the impulse response volume to be at an appropriate level when you download it into the system. However, this can be overridden. If you click None, it will download the impulse response file as it was recorded. That's a slightly risky thing to do, because if you don't know how loud it was when it was recorded, you may get some rather unexpected results. With the Maximize button, you can turn the volume up of the impulse response to the maximum that the vSound will allow. Once Normalize is selected, you can also change the volume of the impulse response by using the slider control as shown. The frequency response radio buttons simply change the way that the frequency response is displayed in the plot area. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is download that impulse response into Sector 1. And before I do that, I'm going to open a window which says Select Impulse Response, and that shows me what other impulse responses are currently loaded into the vSound system. And as that shows, none is loaded. When I click on Download, the impulse response is downloaded into the vSound system, and as you can see from the Select Impulse Response window, Stradivarius 1.txt has been loaded into Area 1. What I'm going to do now is to load a second file into Sector 2. Once that's downloaded, I can switch between Area 1 and Area 2 using the buttons, in the same way that you can switch between impulse responses using the foot switch on the vSound system. And whenever I click on Status, it will show which impulse response is currently selected. Okay, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, you can message us from the website, which is www.signalwizardsystems.com, or you can send us an email. Thanks very much for watching and listening.